Preface to Financial Sovereignty for Canadians. Finances are fundamental to freedom. If you would like the full book, please consider purchasing a copy on Amazon. This book is the accumulation of many years of writing, traveling, and thinking in search of freedom in a world that often seems hostile to the individual. The most important lesson has been that if you want to be free, you must take responsibility for making it happen. That means focusing on changing yourself and not everyone else. Begging others to change themselves or save you is a fool's errand, and it reflects a peasant mentality. I am far from alone in coming to this conclusion. Many other liberty-oriented individuals have come of age like me, as did the great Harry Browne 50 years ago, and realized how best to apply their efforts. Browne, who passed away in 2006, had a profound impact on me during my college years in Boston, Massachusetts. His legacy remains relevant and lives on in his signature work, How I Found Freedom in an Unfree World, 1973. A focus on impediments or negative liberty, freedom from, often distracts from your positive liberty, freedom to. The latter entails having or generating the necessary resources to live your sought-after life. Entrepreneur John McCoy stated it well on an episode of The Mark Claire Show, quote, "Your individual liberty and autonomy start with your income streams. It has to start with the ability to earn on your own terms," unquote. Entrepreneurial and financial skills are lifelong endeavors for free people. A richer understanding of freedom also goes beyond autonomy, as expounded by my uncle and godfather, Louis Groark, a philosopher at St. Francis Xavier University in Nova Scotia. In The Good Rebel, Understanding Freedom and Morality, 2002, he explains that the good rebel is free not merely because he has negative and positive liberty, he also has impulse control and moral integrity. In other words, he is free from his vices. Not that I have mastered this. My goal, however, is not to tell you how to get rich quickly or learn self-discipline. Rather, it is to explain Canada's economic scenario and outlook and share ideas for how to structure your life to earn and live as the driver and not the passenger. Canada's parasitic ruling class are eager to promote the latter, so anyone living passively will find himself an employee following ever more onerous orders and working to receive, if he is lucky, a pension one day. This is my first book-length project, and it is part autobiographical. I've been seeking financial sovereignty in my own life since leaving New Zealand for Canada at the end of 2008. That search has taken me all across the world, in some ways opting out of conventional society, and included many mistakes. That journey is far from over, and relevant developments continue to arise in Canada that inspire me to write. However, even when examining an ongoing story with moving parts, at some point you have to put down your pen and submit your project. Most of the book's chapters are self-contained, so do not hesitate to skip ahead to a topic that pertains to your case. Expatriation, for example, might be at the forefront of your mind, and I've addressed that topic in detail. After more than a decade of writing about Canada, I hope that others will glean insights from my experience. Further, I look forward to participating in a broader conversation with Canadians and the expat community. If you would like to join that conversation and learn international finance, please follow me on social media such as X or Substack at Ferg Hodgson or at Fergus Hodgson, respectively. You can also receive monthly updates on alternative investments from my Colorado-based financial consultancy, Econ Americas LLC. I have 2 more books in the works, one on Latin America and another on business school. Feedback from this project will inform me on how to make those 2 books sharper and more useful to the reader. You are welcome to email me with questions and or feedback at fhodgson@econamericas.com. While this book is co-authored with my colleague Paz Gomez, it carries my voice. She has provided a great deal of the formatting and research, especially with regards to financial innovation and cryptocurrencies, and I have provided the lion's share of the writing and editing. Text written in the first person is from me, usually sharing my personal anecdotes, but I could not have prepared this manuscript without her dedicated and patient support, and I want to convey how fortunate I am to have her as my right-hand lady. Thank you for sharing in this journey. Fergus Hodgson, Fort Collins, Colorado, February 2024.